Hiking a dormant volcano to watch an active volcano is no joke. Hey everyone, my name is Emily, and along with my friend Barbara, we hiked the volcano Acatenango in Guatemala. In this video, we'll cover the Tropicana Hostel tour and accommodations, equipment and gear that we brought and borrowed, and our journey along the trail up, and some tips we wish we knew before hiking Acatenango. Let's get to it. All right, good morning. So we are in Hostel, which is by Lake Atitlan, and we are going to be heading out at noon on a shuttle to go back to Antigua. And so I'm just going to go over what we are packing for our volcano hike. So this is Barbara, what she's going to put in her backpack. So this is her backpack that she has, and it's Osprey. It is, how big is this? It fits 20 liters. She also brought a bigger backpack. How big is that? 40? And that's what, she basically brought these two backpacks, but all of this fit in the 140 backpack, which is crazy. This is a windbreaker, and she also has her little Adidas sun hat, her Columbia jacket. She has a shirt, socks, mittens, leggings, a neck gaiter, and her underwear. Okay, now I'm gonna show what I'm gonna attempt to fit into my backpack. So I am a toiletries kind of girl. We are required to bring toilet paper. There is a toilet at where we're gonna be staying the night. That's that. I also have deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, face wash, sunscreen, face sunscreen, Advil in case you need it, tissues. We need to get more hand wipes. That was actually something on the list that they told us to bring. And hand sanitizer, so that's kind of all of my toiletries. I have my jacket. It's nothing special. I got it from Target like 10 years ago, and it's like my favorite jacket to wear hiking. Keeps me super warm. I also have my favorite Patagonia hat. I always wear hiking. I like, my face always burns no matter how much sunscreen I put on, so I always have to wear a hat like that, especially if it's super sunny. It's supposed to be like around 32 degrees Fahrenheit when we get up to the top. So I have this, which is super warm, a pullover, but if it doesn't fit in my backpack, then it's not going. So that's that. I also have this hat that if it doesn't fit in my backpack, it's not going, because I normally never wear hats. I did bring hand warmers just because I conveniently had them. I don't know if I'll use them. I feel like Barbara's gonna end up stealing them from me. So, but it does say that they come with 10 hours of heat, which is super nice. And then I have my gloves, my wool socks, I got my hydro flask, and also we have to bring 4 total liters of water. 3 of the liters are for us to drink, and 1 of the liters is for the camp to cook the food throughout. So we have to go get water. Barbara does have a hydro or a bladder, but we did not picture that, so maybe I'll show that in a minute. I used to have one, and I don't know, I lost it. I have a portable charger and cord, flashlight. This was a required item because we're going to be hiking super like before sunrise, and we'll need this. And then I got my clothes, my sunglasses. So some important things that I don't want to leave in my suitcases back at the hostel that we're going with. Condensed all of my cards into my passport holder. So I have my IDs, credit cards, vaccination card, cash, passport on me. This is a favorite travel backpack. It's from New Outlander. So this is it condensed down, and then I'll show you what it looks like open. This is the backpack. It is 35 liters that it fits. I'm gonna see how much I can pack in here, and that's not including the water, so wish me luck. Here's an overview of all the pricing for all the rentals and extra services. It's 7:22 a.m. We're on our way to go get some water and snacks for the hike. We dropped off our suitcases at the Tropicana, or Barbara's big backpack. So we had to stop at the store to get some snacks. I got this little Activia fruit drink, 0 sugar, apple, dried apricots, trail mix. Barbara got a trail mix as well. What are those? Figs. Macadamia nuts. We also got some wet wipes. I got some face masks, and we had to get 8 liters of water. We booked our hike through the Tropicana Hostel. It was $74 a person and included meals, guides, and accommodations in a cabin overlooking Volcano Fuego. was recommended this one by a friend because of the view from base camp and the cabins. The pro to having the cabins is that on other tours that have tents, you have to carry up all the different parts of camp and your backpack's a lot heavier. The tour starts at 8:30 a.m. The hostel has storage for your suitcases and bags so you can bring the bare minimum on the hike. You start off with breakfast on the rooftop, and then there is time to rent any additional equipment. You get on a shuttle to take you to the start of the trail. This is where you can rent the hiking poles, which you definitely need. You can also rent the headlamp, which comes in useful during the early morning hike in the dark. Lastly, they have rain covers for your backpack. This was great to ensure that nothing on the inside got wet from the rain. We all rented hiking poles, which I've actually never used before, but definitely recommend. The trail is so steep and slippery that it's an essential to have. There's one guide per 8 people in the tour, so you can really go at your own pace. There were some group members that arrived to base camp 1 to 2 hours after the majority of the group, and they were able to enjoy the trail. The guides are first aid certified and have knowledge in helping with altitude sickness. We started the hike and took breaks every 500 feet. Most of the breaks were with benches and cover. What are your thoughts so far?
I love it. It's like the incline, so it stairs all the way.
So far. There are some like uphill, like really muddy.
All of the elevation gain is at the beginning of the hike, and then it flattens out a little bit. And we found a giant tree.
Which Barbara's
it's the biggest
very
tree
excited.
I've ever seen.
You need to go to the redwood forest.
I haven't been, so.
All right, well, here we go. All right, Barb's stop number 3.
I'm not exactly sure what to say, but we reached 1,000 feet. So what does that mean?
Either 1/5 or 1/4.
The way there. Emily's jacket is cold. We're all wet, but we're not cold.
Yeah, and it's pretty windy.
It is, but we have trees above us. Like you can show the trees. We're still in the trees, so it's not that windy.
Yeah, super muddy.
It is, but it's not like your feet get stuck in it.
Yet.
And I don't think it's raining. I think that the water is just coming off of the trees.
Oh, that makes sense. Alrighty. Barbara, what time is it? Woo. You got me, I'm breathing really hard still. Okay, let's see. Look at the dog. What time is it?
Lunch.
It's finally lunchtime. What do we have?
I'm tired. I'm hungry.
We're hangry.
I'll do dessert last.
Okay. What do we have?
We have a burrito and apple juice.
It's a beef, bean, and chicken burrito.
An apple and a cupcake. A chocolate cupcake.
That last stretch was a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like dying. I had to take one little mini break, but then he was like, it's lunchtime. And that was like music to my ears. That was the happiest thing I've heard today.
We're gonna go a couple more before eating.
Me too. But I like how every stop has like these little huts and houses. It's kind of cool. Who wants your burrito? If you want help with your bag, you can pay a guide 200 quetzales to carry your bag to the top. This is for bags under 24 pounds. Heavier than that, the rate will go up. If you have heavy camera equipment that you want to bring, but it takes up too much space, this is actually a great way for you still to be able to bring up your good equipment. And if you need a horse or get injured on your way down, the horse is 500 quetzales per way. Guatemala has 23 volcanoes, 3 of the volcanoes being active. This trail has you hiking up Volcano Acatenango, which is actually a dormant volcano, to watch the famous active volcano Fuego erupt all night. Since the temperature in Guatemala is pretty consistent, you can hike this trail all year round, but the best time to hike it is during dry season, which is November to April. However, our experience is anything but dry. We lucked out to go on a windy and rainy day. Typically, this trail takes 4 to 7 hours to base camp, and then you hike to the summit the following morning, which takes another hour. Coming around the corner and seeing the volcano explode was the most epic thing. One of the biggest challenges of this hike is the elevation gain. Altitude sickness can make the hike much harder, and it's recommended to get to Antigua at least 2 days before doing the hike. It's about 5,000 feet in elevation, and you gain about 5,308 feet from this hike, and it's 8.5 miles round trip. The trail also is very slippery and steep, so it's very important that you have the right gear.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. And then once it arrives.
All of this is on video. Who's gone?
The guy with the scarf.
Did we get back after dark?
You deliver our problem.
Some of our group, for an extra 200 quetzales a person, hiked onto Fuego, the active volcano. I did not go as it was another 4 hours and even harder than the hike up. My friend did go, and she, along with the rest of the group, said it was very challenging but the best thing they had ever experienced. You can see the white lights on the volcano are actually the headlamps of the hikers. The group didn't start the hike up Fuego until after sunset. A lot of the members did say that it was super challenging and very hard, but it was very rewarding and one of the best experiences they've ever had in their life. Although it may not look the most glamorous accommodations, we each had a mattress, sleeping bag, and pillow waiting for us at the top. Some of the tours have base camp on the other side of Acatenango, so they don't have a view of Fuego erupting at night. This tour, you have a view from camp and watch it all evening. Watching an active volcano erupt at night was by far the most epic and magical experience. We also woke up at 4:30 a.m. to see the sunrise. I do have to say I made it about 50 to 100 feet from the top, and it was so windy with rocks blowing that many of us had to turn around. The sky was beautiful, but the sunrise was behind us, so you can only see it from the top. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more vlogs.